But that's when I felt like I took full mental ownership over our transition and me taking over the business. Because before, in some ways, I felt like, okay, I'm CEO, but I'm still the caretaker of their asset. And then I realized, if this is gonna be successful, this is my asset that I'm growing. And this is what I need to feel my fingerprints on where we're going, what we're doing, what we're all about. You know, building from an incredibly strong and amazing foundation, and at the same time, how do we pivot to meet where I feel like the company needs to go in the future?
If I have a plate full of food, would I share it with my family if they were hungry? Absolutely.
It's called the Impact Group Foundation because all the money came from the success of Impact Group.
One of the things we've said, we're going to help children who are in trouble and breast cancer. So it's one of the things our foundation focuses on.
And we started it after we won the GM deal, which is the deal of a lifetime for us. We have it with an investment bank, and so every year it makes a lot of money also. So we make sure all the money it makes, we give away, and we start all over again and we give it away.
I had the email, I saved it. So I got a strange one because it was like, Lauren runs whatever the business, I don't know the other parts, but the part that sticks out in my head, and she's in really great shape. And I'm like, so my response was definitely business or pleasure, question mark, to Cassandra.
No, business or personal.
Business or personal, you're right. Pleasure. See, that's what the marriage has been.
She makes the introduction, and I knew it was coming, he didn't. And essentially, you know, Ted's a great dad, he's an entrepreneur, he's really fun, really smart. We had our first date at a happy hour, and then Ted came over and we sat in my backyard and had iced tea from my mint plant, and it was just a picture perfect first date. And then
And there was just a peck kiss, because the way you sound that when you ended at her house.
Yeah, I just kissed him on the cheek. We went out again the next week, and then the rest was history. Both of us were looking for a person of faith in a partner.
Yes, that was a requirement, I guess I would say, yes. And especially it helps, I think, for our kids to see like our communication and our flirtatiousness and just the way we exist, so that, again, I guess we saw pretty good models with our parents.
By us having shared values, it lays a strong foundation for our marriage, and having our home life be easy overall makes so many other things in life easy.
Kennedy was my first joyful benefit of Lauren getting married. She has such a beautiful relationship with Kennedy, and I saw it from day one. It was one of the greatest gifts you ever gave me in my life, was being his nanny for 5 months. And
then the next best gift was me bringing in Yvonne to take over.
So we've got a Luca who's super fun and crazy and all that. And then we have Kennedy, who's beautiful and a hard worker and follows the rules. So it's the best of both worlds.
Kenny and I got under the table over there, and we got a chance to play and just talk, and everything changes when you're under a table. As a grown-up, I could hit my head and go, oh no, and I tried to be off the wall with her because that's a part of her personality.
Luca will hug my legs and kiss me and then run away and then come back. Lolly, I love you. Kiss me, come back. He does it 10 times. I chose Lolly because I called Lauren Lolly growing up, and my great aunt called me Lolly. And then we said to Kennedy, what do you want to call Mike? And she said, Mikey. So this came 14 years ago from a young girl who has since grown up. She had a very difficult high school experience, and I was counseling her in high school, and I saw her in my private practice. She was a very disturbed young woman, and I knew it. So I gave her a way to act out these demons in my office. After 2 years, she went away to college. I never heard from her until I got this. And she says, I remain grateful to you for your help to me. She goes on to say in her note, she married. She became a professor of psychology with a PhD. What she did with those 2 years of help and went on to become a professor of psychiatric is awe-inspiring to me. I just want to wrap my arms around her, and she said, I want to thank you because I have 2 stepsons now, and I got married, and I never thought I would if it weren't for you. And so people say, why do we do what we do? Because we know we can make a difference. And not only make a difference, but think of it as a pebble. We threw it in, and she has impacted so many people in so many settings, and those people will go on to make a difference. And so it's God's circle of impact.